Hola. Hello. Is that better? I feel like maybe it's working better now. Can I get somebody in the chat to let me know? It seems like here things are working better, but I don't know if that's the case here. Hello. Is that better? I feel like maybe we're alive. We're alive. We figured it out. Welcome to the Garage Guys Report, Motorsports News for you. I'm going to mute this now. First time Streamlabs guy, big Streamlabs guy. I went and met up with our good buddy Dale Tanhart today. Talked to him a little bit about this, about Streamlabs. He was like, it's gonna be a fun journey for you. He was like, you're gonna have some fun times, and I'm sure there may be more fun times to come in this episode. I know that we have a large announcement to make. It's already 6:18, and we figured out that you just got to turn monitoring off. You turn monitoring off, and you're good. You're good to go. So you can't hear yourself here, but you can hear me, okay? Diehard, Hunter, I see you guys in the chat right there. Welcome aboard. I'm glad you're here. Proud, very proud, actually. Very proud that you're here. So I'm going to turn this off now. Yes. Okay, that's gone. Turned off my own sound. I'm here with you now, and that's all that counts. I'm reading in the chat. Diehard 8838. Do you have any NOAA info tonight? Let me just go ahead and just serve it to you straight, my man. If you don't understand that Noah Gragson is going to SHR to driving the 10 car by now, I don't know what to tell you. Man's in the garage hanging out with our good pal, Notorious Priest. Went to the Snowball Derby. Shout out to Ty Majeski, big Wreck-It Ralph guy. But yeah, it's just he's going. He's going. They're not going to announce it. I feel like there's too many people that just kind of understand it, so it's like there's not really a lot of luster. It's just going to kind of happen. It's going to be quick. It's going to be like Jesus said in the Bible. He's going to come like a thief in the night. That's how Tony and the boys are going to let everybody know that Noah Gragson has decided that he himself wants to drive the 10 car. There's been a lot of people talking shit too, and I've seen a lot of people talking shit, but I'm not gonna dive too deep into the Noah Gragson news. We got a lot of other things to talk about here. But yes, it should be clear by now. I broke this news like over a month ago. He's going to SHR in the 10. Just believe. That's all you got to do. Tom Majeski had breakfast at Gateway. Diehard, I appreciate you being here. Shout out to everybody else who's here. If you could right now, all right, my phone is what's my webcam right now. I can't get on my phone. I can't tweet. I can't Facebook. I can't post on TikTok. I need your help. Share the links. Let everybody know where we are tonight. It's not on playback anymore. We are live on motherfucking YouTube. Here to report. The Garage Guys Report Motorsports News for you. Reed Dusterman in the house. What is up? Good to see you. Good to see everybody here. But yes, I'm counting on you, the viewers, tonight, to get the word out. The show is started. The show is live. We're going to have David Land coming on in like 10 minutes now. So he's going to be talking IndyCar. I have some breaking news. I have some big news for you guys. The people that are here right now are going to get to hear this amazing announcement, and I'm just going to share it. I've been very busy, guys. I've been very busy. I haven't really done much of anything other than be in front of this computer. It hasn't been working on setting this thing up, but it has been working on something else on Discord, something that I've become very passionate about, and it's something that you yourself are going to get to entertain if you are a member of the free Garage Guys Discord. Tony, my boy, my man, Garage Guy Tony, he's here. Tony, if you could do the honors of helping spread the word that the report is live on YouTube and not playback anymore. It's live on YouTube. The tube of the U. We're here. I'm ready to go ahead and share this news. I am just fucking excited. And it's because, like I said, I've been working on this for a while. I have learned entire new skills I never thought that I would be able to learn. I've learned them. I am paving a way for the future of Garage Guys, and I'm going to pave a way for you yourself if you are a member of the Discord. Follow me over here. Everybody should now have this screen pulled up. Everybody can see my Discord here. So this is my Discord. brand new Garage Guys Discord. This isn't the breaking news, but did a little bit of redesigning, changed a little bit of things. We've got the welcome channel. We've got the Garage Fam Central. This is a new channel that I've added where the chat's there for everybody that's flooding in to the Discord. You can see all the new members that are coming in through here. The bets channel here is going to be for everyone. If you make bets and you have a betting card that you want to share, this is where you will do it now. Here in the Discord, Psycho Parlay City, still very much alive. Very much alive. And then, of course, the DFS channel. We're talking about NASCAR, but now it's open for more sports. We're really working on open sourcing it, but racing is still king in the Garage Guys Discord, which is why we have the racing category right here. We updated some names, but roots racing, obviously, short track racing, dirt racing, NASCAR, IndyCar, F1, SRX. You guys get the gist of this, all right? So some nice Discord updates, but the breaking news. I want to introduce everybody to Garage Guys Plus. Garage Guys Plus is the new premium product inside the Discord, and we are launching it with none other than our own artificial intelligence system backed by the ChatGPT-4 engine. That's right, your boy learned how to code. I'd like to introduce everybody to G-Boy. G-Boy is the new artificial intelligence that lives inside of the Garage Guys Discord. You yourself will be able to have access to him, but let's just start up a little conversation with G-Boy here with a nice little prompt. Once you are able to access this channel, which I will talk about the price of that here in just a second, you will be able to ask G-Boy any questions you want with this prompt. And this is the part where you want to share, because I'm trying to make some motherfucking money, and this is how we're going to do it. And then I'm going to be able to invest so much more into Garage Guys, into the fam that support what we do here, and hell, maybe even hire people, okay? This is a new beginning of Garage Guys, and I am so fucking excited. So, if you want to speak with G-Boy, you want to ask G-Boy a question, he has been backed, and I have engineered him to be able to have the personality of a Garage Fam member, okay? This is not your normal AI. So, anybody here in the chat want to throw out a question? If you are in the chat, and I will wait for you. I know that there's going to be a brief lag, but I will wait to see if anybody has a question for G-Boy. We're going to ask G-Boy a question. I want you to get involved and see how G-Boy actually works. It's very exciting. Let's be waiting here, and I'm going to wait here to keep an eye on the chat to see what we have. Very excited. All right, while we wait, I'll just do a nice little, hey, G-Boy. And there we are. G-Boy is alive. He says, what's poppin'? Garage Dweller. Ready to fire up some car talk? Are you all in for that sports gambling raucous today? All right. Let's say you have a specific question for G-Boy, something that you want to ask. Still haven't got anything in the chat yet. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and ask him. Who won the 2003, I don't know, Daytona 500? Let's see what G-Boy has to say. The one and only Michael Waltrip slid his ass across the finish line first in the 2003 Daytona 500, man. The dude was driving that Napa 15 Chevy like he stole it. Good times. This is a real artificial intelligence bot. Now, accessing G-Boy through the private channel is obviously, it's going to come with a cost. This is a very smart, intelligent thing that talks like us, answers questions like us, just amazing stuff. And it's going to be fun to see how it develops, but I know myself, for one, I've put a lot of time into building this thing. And so if you, right now, for the rest of 2023, you can have access to this channel for $25. That's right, $25 to my Venmo at Garage Guy Chase. Make sure you write your name, what it's for. You will get access to G-Boy, all right? You will get access to G-Boy for $25 in this channel. You'll be able to ask G-Boy whatever you want for the rest of the month, and we'll work that as a development team. Now, the best part about it is what comes next. And I'm going to get to some of these questions here in the chat after we do this, because I know that it's getting close to David Land's time to come here. But quickly, so for $25, like I said, you can access the G-Boy private channel on the Garage Guys Discord. You'll just Venmo me at Garage Guy Chase. The $25, I will then assign it to you for the rest of the year. You'll be able to do that. This is a costly service. ChatGPT costs $25 a month to access the ChatGPT 4 model. You're literally getting this for $25. And I won't just do it for the rest of the year. Screw that. We're going to do this all the way until the start of the NASCAR season in 2023. So you can have access to ChatGPT 4 in our own way, and with its own personalization. You can have that to ask questions, things that you want, and it does way more than just answer questions about NASCAR or sports or anything else. Get in there, play with it, test it out. You're going to be amazed. $25 at Garage Guy Chase on Venmo. Now, the best part about this is it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. When you're a GG Plus member, you're going to have access not only to be able to ask it questions with everybody else that has access, but one tier higher. One tier higher. And this is going to be a special for the year. The entire year. Right now, inside of this private channel, G-Boy will answer a question at a time. That's the way that I've programmed it, the way that he works, using the ChatGPT 4 engine in mind. But when you go over here to direct messages, this is where things get interesting. So look, this is a direct message, literally, direct messages right here that I have been able to send to G-Boy for testing, honestly. And I got to go in there. I did a terrible job. There was a lot of crazy shit that I had typed in there. But I was able to test out G-Boy. What G-Boy will be able to do is this, okay? G-Boy will be able to completely answer questions, and not only on a one-sentence basis, but he will be able to hold a conversation with you. Remember the conversations that you had and learn to know you personally through the direct message channel. It doesn't work the way that it will work for the normal tier here for the $25 a month. Right now, up until the NASCAR season kicks off, $100 will get you access to the private DM with G-Boy. It's basically having ChatGPT 4 that is not even accessible to the public right now. You will have ChatGPT 4, $100 all the way to the Daytona 500. One-time payment. Not only will that payment go towards you being able to use ChatGPT 4 with its own personalization for the Garage Guys Discord and as a Garage Guy, as G-Boy, but you will honestly become a tester for what's to come, because this is only the beginning of the new future with Garage Guys and artificial intelligence. It's going to change the game, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys about it more. If you do pay the $100 to access G-Boy in the direct messages, to be able to hold those personal conversations with you, to be able to remember you and remember what was spoke about, you will have exclusive access not only to that, but to me at any time where you want to talk, learn a little bit more about how this technology works, how to get the most out of it, and what it can really do for you, not only as a garage fan, as a human being, as a sports gambler, but even more. So you will easily be brushed into the development team of artificial intelligence with Garage Guys by making that $100 investment, being able to access G-Boy's private channel on the Discord, being able to access G-Boy in the DM, and we will have back-to-back communication as well so that we can continue making G-Boy better and better. Like I said, it's only the beginning. I'm super excited about it. Hunter, that could easily happen. I'm catching up on everybody's stuff now. So let's just quickly go over this because I know that David Land is probably waiting. I'm going to go ahead and just type in one question here. Let's see. Ask G-Boy who won the 2012 Watkins Glen Cup race. Let's see. And you have to access G-Boy in this channel with a prompt that you see there. Who won the 2012 Watkins Glen NASCAR Cup Series race? Let's see what G-Boy says. That'd be Marcus Ambrose, mate. What a ride that was, huh? Okay. And one more that we'll get from here. Let's see. About some dangies. All right. Who led? Let's see. Hey, G-Boy, who led the most laps in the Cup Series for the 1993 season? That's a good one. Let's see here. Let's see if I can copy this. I don't know if it's going to let me copy this. Let's see. And that's the beauty of it, man. It's just, let's see. Who led the most laps in the NASCAR Cup Series for the 1993? Let's see. In the 1993 Cup Series in 1993 in the Cup Series. Now, let's see what G-Boy has for us. That'd be one smoking Rusty Wallace. Dude wheeled his way around those tracks, leading the most laps in 93. Man had an engine of fire under the hood, I'm telling you. So there you go. There's not much you can't ask G-Boy. Like I said, I've done a lot of work. I've spent a lot of time coding this thing to make sure it had all the NASCAR knowledge that it needed. And there will be more NASCAR knowledge added, and I cannot wait for the 2024 NASCAR season because G-Boy is going to be ready to maybe do a little bit of gambling with us. All right? So, again, Venmo me at Garage Guy Chase. $25 to access G-Boy in the private server. All the way. It's $25 one-time payment. You'll have G-Boy right here in the private channel at Garage Guy Chase, Venmo. You'll have him. You have to be in the server to access G-Boy. If you want to be a part of the development team and you want to be able to have personalized conversations with G-Boy, again, powered by ChatGPT-4, a model that is not currently accessible to everyone. You will be able to do that for $100, and you will be a part of the development team as we continue to grow the new AI department here in Garage Guys headquarters. So, hope everybody enjoyed that. That is a huge announcement. Like I said, there's just so much more to come. I'm excited. I hope that you are just as excited as I am because, I mean, it's the future. And we're getting ahead of the curve over here at Garage Guys. So, if you've wondering what the fuck I've been doing, that's what I've been doing. Yeah. So, yep. G-Boy is basically me 2.0. And I'm going to go ahead and say this too. I'm not far away from having a Ready Player One style version of myself created. I just got a hold of that technology about a week and a half ago. There's going to be a lot of cool shit coming in 2024. Me taking the time to learn how to program and do different things was probably the greatest gift I could have ever given to myself, and it's going to allow us to leapfrog the competition like crazy. So, again, $25 to access the private channel, Venmo at Garage Guy Chase. I'm going to type that here in the chat for everyone. You can Venmo me, and it's going to be at Garage Guy Chase. All right. And again, $25 for the private channel. $100 for DM and personal experience with G-Boy. G-Boy might send feet pics, Hunter. I'm not sure. He might do it. But it's up to you. But like I said, you will become a part of the dev team. One price until Daytona 500. And that's it. And then by then, we're going to have everything else figured out as far as how things are going to work and how we're going to continue moving. So, yeah, just exciting times right now. I'm going to go ahead and head over here to, let's see, admit.
Recording in progress.
We will join. We are connected to computer audio. Now, I'm a little nervous about this one. I'm a little nervous. Hold on one second. Hey, can you hear me? Do you got me? Hold on. I'm scared. Oh, man. There we go. Okay. Now, look, guys. There's been a crazy thing happening here. All right? There's been some crazy stuff going on in IndyCar, and there was only one man that I could think of to pull over here to get on board. I'm getting him set up right now, and I'm just praying to God that his audio works because of the fun experiences that we're having here on Streamlabs today for the first time ever. But I am very excited to welcome aboard Mr. David Land, IndyCar Insider. He's sitting there. You were live, David. Could you take a?
Live from the Mike Harmon Applebee's.
He's live from Mike Harmon Applebee's. Now I need everyone in the chat. I need you right now to let me know if you can't hear David, because if I don't know, then this will all be for nothing, and I don't want that to happen. So you need to let me know, and we'll be good to go. You're at the Applebee's. I see the beautiful Goodwrench number 3 sitting beside you now. A beautiful Indianapolis Pacers cap. We got a number 3 Wrangler car. It's just a good time.
We came prepared.
Yes, absolutely. I love it. Who is with you, by the way?
We got some of my pals here. They had my pals.
All right. We got some pals.
I had to tell them, I was like, hey, I'm going to go on this Garage Guys show real quick. So I don't know why they brought. I did not tell them to bring the Dale Earnhardt car, so I don't know what's going on there.
That's something. That's something else right there. I'm gonna let me see here. I don't know if you can see me or not, but that's okay. You can't see me? All right. Well, you can hear me. I set it up that way so that it would look cool. But I think at this point it doesn't really matter. We can hear him, but volume is low. All right, that's better than nothing. All right, we're getting somewhere. Let's see. Can we pump up the volume? Oh yeah. You're about to hear him. You're about to hear this man real good. This man's going to be heard well. Go ahead and say something for us, David.
Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me well. I'm at the My Carmen Applebee's. I got my ass down here. On Crawford Road. On Crawfordville Road. This Crawford. Funk ass.
It's beautiful. Reed Dusterman says, can confirm, cannot hear, but also there is lag. There is also lag, so I need to remember that. All right, so we're learning about the live stream. Look, I'm gonna go over here to the 2 box now. I'm gonna throw us on a 2 box. If you have someone with you that has YouTube, they could pull up the Garage Guys report, and you would be able to see.
We just had it up. We were trying to figure out too much of a delay.
There's a fat delay. I have to get better CPU usage. I need better CPU power. We're gonna have to find a way to make it work. But look, let's just go ahead and get into it, David, because I've got you turned up really loud, so I know this microphone is going to pick you up. David, there's been some things that have went down, David, and I think it's important that we get down to it to understand what is happening inside of the world of IndyCar right now. Honda, there was a quote. People are saying that Honda could leave IndyCar over rising costs, and they have great concern. I wanted to know how you felt about this and what you knew about this, or if you have looked into anything whatsoever. What do we know as of now?
No, pretty much. Last week wasn't the greatest week in IndyCar racing for sure. The hybrids were delayed until allegedly sometime after the Indianapolis 500. We don't specifically know when they're going to be debuted. That was something that has been coming down the pipeline for a while. They've had quite a few issues, not only with supplying the parts to build the hybrid systems, but also just in terms of reliability and testing. So a delay was inevitable. I found out that was going to happen about 3 months ago. And it was just kind of waiting for that announcement to come out, which it finally did. But the other part, obviously, when I heard that the hybrids would be delayed, the other thing was that Honda wasn't going to be happy about it when it happened officially. And when we got that article that said, Honda specifically talking about costs, and more importantly, I think, than the costs are the fact that Honda was talking about return on investment with IndyCar. And so you don't necessarily have to lower cost to increase return on investment. I think the fact that Honda really wants electrification in their vehicles that they race, that's important for a board of directors to approve budgets. So I think that's what they were really referring to when they talked about the return on investment. But obviously, IndyCar racing is in a weird spot where the entire year doesn't necessarily produce a return on investment. The Indy 500 does, but the rest of the year doesn't. So they made some valid points, and it's definitely a difficult position for IndyCar to be in, to say the least, right now.
Yeah, I can only imagine, and I've done that research, and I'm hearing everything you're saying too. And I guess for me, obviously, I'm a big glass half full kind of guy. I don't like to believe in something like this happening, but it has happened in the past before. There have been things like this go down. I know that there is always an opportunity for new manufacturers maybe to even look into this. So the thing that I wanted to revert to is saying, okay, if they don't want to be around, that's fine. There's got to be some other manufacturers out there that could have interest in potentially getting into IndyCar. So I had 2 in mind, and I just want to pick your mind about this. I had Kia as one, and I had Hyundai as one. Do you think that there is a realistic, an expectation, or not an expectation, but like a world where that could be real? Is there a world where that could be real, David?
Well, I'd say there's a world where pigs can fly. I'm sure somewhere out there, but I think Hyundai and Kia, both Korean auto manufacturers, have definitely over the last couple of years, and by years I probably mean the last 2 decades, have really made quite an incision into the market share here in the United States. So I think it would make sense from a marketing standpoint for them to go into big time U.S. auto racing. My opinion would be that they would probably more likely go to like an IMSA rather than an IndyCar. I think the big thing for IndyCar is just you've got to get the next set of regulations working, and then the manufacturers will come, because right now the regulations that they're using are regulations that were written on the books in 2012, and even with the hybrid attached to it, you're still using technology that Honda and Chevrolet have a 12-year advantage on the rest of the field. So I think for a new manufacturer to really take a good hard look at IndyCar racing, IndyCar is going to have to execute some truly new regulations to get them truly interested in investment and find that return on investment. But I think you're on to something talking about Korean auto manufacturers, because that's really something, top level auto racing outside of like the World Rally Championship, they really haven't done very much of. So, I think that those companies would be ones that maybe Penske Entertainment would be targeting and are targeting right now to try to bring in to the fold. But I mean, if there was a third manufacturer that was really, really close to happening, Honda wouldn't be as unhappy as they are right now, because I think if they did bring a third manufacturer in, that would cut Honda's costs, because they would have to supply less of a percentage of the field. And if there isn't one on the horizon, you don't get an article like the one that was written with the quotes from Honda that they gave.
Dang, bro. I mean, it's crazy to think that like we're
I'm a beacon of positivity right now.
that. Well, I mean, you're and for those of you that couldn't hear, he said he's a beacon of positivity right now. But by next week, we're gonna have the Zoom audio correctly connected to the stream, so we're gonna be good to go, David. First time on YouTube, first time on Streamlabs. I'm a stream boy now. So. I will say this much about it. It's just I feel like it's one of those moments where we as race fans, we take things for granted so much. Like sometimes we just can't imagine these things happening. And now that they're happening, it's like, okay, well, shit, this is real. I guess that, we just got to kind of hold on for hope and wait and see what happens. But, yeah, I'm going to continue trying to be positive. I feel like somebody has to do that. You're going to continue to be a real boy, and that's in the real boy of the situation. Sometimes you got to say some real things, and I get that. So I know you love IndyCar, and I know that you want to see the best. We all do. We're big open wheel thrills guys here. So I do hope that this does get resolved and fixed, so that way IndyCar can continue going to the highest of highs. Reed Dusterman wants to say that he can confirm he could hear you. Also wanted to say that the Applebee's Wi-Fi password is Trashy Tuesdays. So if you needed to use it, you could. But moving away from that, though, PRI was just this past week. You were out there for it. What were some exciting things that happened at PRI this week in Indianapolis?
Well, there was an indoor go-kart race, which was kind of fun. I know friend of the show, Connor Daly, was a part of that. It was electric go-karts on an oval, essentially. There was a bit of a chicane in it, but it was kind of funny to see that. It was a bunch of all-stars from all sorts of motorsports participating in that. But PRI definitely is just something where it's kind of an excuse for everybody to get into town, I think, pretty much, because yes, there are people who do big purchases, but for the most part, it's just a good opportunity to fart around in a low pressure environment with the motorsports community. So if you haven't gone to PRI and you're in the motorsports community, I'd say do it once for sure, because it's always fun to kind of see all of the products that are on display there. But yeah, it was neat, as it always is.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, and I know my volume is like stupid loud right now. I did hear that there was some big news in the NHRA world. Tony Stewart is going to be taking some straights now this season. I'm excited as a Tony boy, as a fan of Tony's worldwide. You can't see this, but whoever's watching the YouTube stream right now can see No Hand Tony. No Hand Tony, one of my favorite action figures from when I was a child. My son got a hold of him when he was about 4 and broke his hands off. So he is now Broke Hand Tony. He is joining us now live on the show. Tony, How do you feel about taking it straight? He said, fuck off. That's what he said. That's Tony. That's what Tony does. But yeah, that was kind of exciting, I guess. Back up, camera. Back up. I got this new, like, artificial intelligent thing that, like, follows my camera around, and it's still being dumb. So I'm trying to make it back up. Back up. Back up now. Get on. All right. I got it backed up now. But I miss you already. I was just in Indianapolis not long ago. The hat is great. I love it. The fact that you're at Applebee's is fantastic. And it's the Mike Harmon one that we ate at, which was a great time. What are you eating tonight?
I got a bacon cheeseburger. It's definitely gotten cold over past. I'm eating some fries. I'm getting my fries stolen right now. Having a Pepsi. No, get off. They're eating my food, and they've already all eaten their food. They're like vacuum cleaners.
You're going to need to slap a bitch sometimes. Sometimes you got to slap a motherfucker. So, I mean, I'm just letting you know.
What was that?
I said sometimes you got to slap a motherfucker. You got to let them know those are your fries, not theirs, and you got to put it down on them. Just take your hat off and, like, throw it in a circle, and then, like, they'll be, like, confused, and then just pow and just pimp slap them. I can give you some baby power. Yeah. What did do it like Dave Chappelle did in that one skit? He walked up to Charlie Murphy, said, "What did the 5 fingers say to the face?" And he was like, "What?" And he said, "Slap." And he just come right across. Sometimes you gotta do that to somebody. You know, it happens. But yeah, well, it's all right. Well, look, the hat looks great. I'm glad you're at Applebee's. I'm glad that we got to pick your brain a little bit, listen to what's happening in here. I want to let you get back to your cold burger, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night with you and the boys. Thanks so much for being on the report. We love you, David. We'll see you soon.
Love you too, Chase. Take care.
Salute. All right, that was David. That was our good pal David. Love David. Love him to death. He's a great guy. David is actually going to be joining us on the all-new GarageGuysReport.com. That's right, I got a website. If you go there right now, you won't see anything, but you will soon. I can't wait for you to see it. You'll be able to buy G-Boy there too. For those of you that were excited and are deciding to purchase G-Boy, I hope that we do see some G-Boy usage. I'm excited about it. But enough of that. We broke the news. We talked about the exciting new developments here at Garage Guys. We talked to David Land about IndyCar and what's happening right now. Some crazy times in the world of racing, and just glad that we have David and his expertise. Now, on to some reports. So we're going to start off the Garage Guys reports section with this article here. 7-time Formula 1 champ Lewis Hamilton, now part owner of the NFL Denver Broncos. This came out last year. All right, but if some of you saw that Lewis Hamilton was out at the race, or was out, not the race, he was out at the Denver Broncos game not too long ago. Look, I was a little shook. I was a little big shook. I'm not gonna lie. To see him out there in the jacket, it made me kind of upset. These are old tweets. I need the new image. Here we go. Here's the new imaging, right here. Sportskeeda, quickly becoming one of my my favorite outlets. JK. I want to show this right here. It's the guy from Fortnite. NFL team owner Lewis Hamilton stuns fans online by wearing Denver Broncos throwback outfit. This just goes to show you that nobody gave a fuck when Lewis Hamilton got an ownership stake in the Broncos in 2022. He comes out wearing this. Everybody's like, why the fuck is Lewis Hamilton in a Broncos game? Well, it's because he kind of owns the fucking team a little bit. So I think it is weird that he chose the Denver Broncos of all teams. Never really saw him as being a big Elway guy. But obviously he had to be an Elway guy for him to buy it, or else he just likes horses. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how else to approach it, really. I don't really know what else there is to do. But, you know, at least Denver, at least the Broncos knew. At least the Broncos knew. We're going to load this up on X right now. Actually, no, we're fucking not. Jesus Christ. This is taking forever. We'll go back here. Close this off. This is great. As you guys can tell, I was totally prepared for this stream. I was not editing anything after 6 p.m. Central Time at all. Not me. Not that guy. So yeah, I just thought it was crazy. I really honestly want to see more NASCAR drivers at games. Now, there was a NASCAR driver at a game this past weekend. I don't have the image for it, but Austin Dillon and Paul Swan, RCR Racing, they got to go hang out with their boy Christian McCaffrey. They became friends with him back when he was playing for the Panthers, and he invited him out to the field for the Seahawks game they played against. So I thought that was a pretty neat little tidbit of news. Obviously, we've already talked a little bit about the Honda deal. That news has been out. We'll see what happens. This is the big story. This is the headline big boy story of this episode. This is where we're about to move into. I'm going to catch up over here in the chat shortly. But I have a lot to say about this. ITG, this is on the Winston-Salem Journal, so some local news about a local problem. All right. ITG wants Winston Cup Museum co-owner to face criminal contempt. Now, when I first heard about this story, I was kind of like, damn, like Big Tobacco really fucking up right now. Like they really trying to like go after this guy that is trying to spread joy and spread love, you know, to the people that love Winston Cup racing. I mean, look behind me. I literally have Winston Cup memorabilia everywhere. We can go over here, up there. I love this motherfucking video feature. It's great. We can go all around. Okay? We can go all around the back. I look like I'm on drugs right now. I'm trying to make it do things. Oh, well. It did enough. But, yeah, best picture in the world right here behind me. Look, Winston is life. We all know it. So I was obviously upset about this. I'm like, why the fuck does Big Tobacco need to go after this guy? Like, why? What is the point? What is the purpose? And then I had some more conversations. And then I realized, you know, when you get a cease and desist, it's usually because you're doing something or you've drawn some kind of attention or you're making some kind of money off of another person's imaging or brand or whatever else. So with Winston, I'm like, okay, like, yeah, it would be an easy cease and desist because of the Winston Cup Museum. When you look at photos of it, like of the outside, I don't know if they're going to have any pictures of it in this article. But literally right here you can see they're using this logo on the outside of everything. Yes, trademark infringement, Taco Todd. Shout out. They're using that at the museum. I mean, they've got this all over the place. So I heard a little story the other night. When I was talking to somebody about it, I was still kind of just like, man, it's kind of fucked up. Like, Big Tobacco wants to do this. The problem is that apparently this guy right here went out to Wilkesboro and set up this whole Winston Cup booth in front of, like, children, in front of NASCAR officials, all kinds of shit. And when you do that, it's going to make people think like, oh shit, yeah, Winston is here. Can they do that? Is that legal? Are they legally allowed to be able to do these things and to profit off of it and make money? So I think what happened is at the Wilkesboro race, they went out there using all these logos and imagery, and then ITG found out about it, and they're like, we can't be getting this business shut down because of this dude that's got this museum. We're going to have to cease and desist his ass. If you look at his face, he looks like he might get a little mad in a Facebook comment a time or two. I mean, just take a look at him. You can tell. He then placed this video on YouTube where you can monetize and make money. And he's kind of like not really whining about it. I can play it. I don't know if the sound's going to come through.
The most interesting guy in motorsports that probably never heard of.
I'm Will Spencer. I'm the founder of the Winston Cup Museum in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
There are some things you've got to know about Will Spencer and the Winston Cup Museum before we get going. If you're a race fan, you've probably seen the articles about the Winston Cup Museum having to close on December 16th, 2023. And maybe you've seen the stuff about the lawsuits surrounding it. The questionable at best United States judicial system has allowed a large company to bully this guy into closing his museum. Will Spencer is a true historian.
So look, I'm not trying to sit here and like, shit on this dude, but it's like, if you're out at these events and you're like, people think that that's the tobacco company and you are a large tobacco company selling cigarettes nationwide, I don't care whether your product kills people or not, that's your business. You don't want the government to come after you and be like, oh, we heard the Winston Cup shit was everywhere and your logo, your branding and this and that, it's against the law, could get them in trouble. So I do understand why that was served to him. This video got made talking about him, and they're going over all this stuff, basically just trying to, they're trying to, stop it. They're trying to stop it all from happening. They're trying to stop the closing down from happening. Then ITG comes back, and now they're like, nah, fuck that. We want him to face criminal contempt. And so this article right here, again, it is on the Winston-Salem Journal, I believe. It talks a little bit about it right here, but you can see the introduction. And it pretty much when this video came out is why now they want him to face criminal contempt. So Spencer linked the video to the museum's Facebook page December 1st. The video had been on the Facebook pages of Sunday, but Spencer said Monday he removed it in good faith. He removed it because he didn't want to go to fucking jail. That's how life works. That's what happens in life, okay? That's just how it goes. You're only sorry when you get caught, 9 times out of 10. So just, be honest about what you're doing up front, or maybe read a law book. I don't know. I don't want to be too much of an asshole about it because I do like Winston. I get it. I love it. But at the same time, I'm not going to go open up a store called Winston and just put all their logos and imageries that I did not create all over the walls. I'm just not going to do that. So, yeah, you gotta understand how the law works. You got to understand these things. And then when you go back and you try to go up against these guys, it's like, what the fuck do you think's going to happen, dude? They've just got millions on tap from just selling cancer to people's lungs, dog. You got millions on tap from lung cancer financial assets to just go hire a team of lawyers to just skull fuck you in a courthouse. Don't be that guy. Just don't be that guy. It's kind of like you asked for it. So if the dude does go to jail, that sucks. I hate it for you. But sometimes you got to learn how things work. And there are always going to be a consequence for an action. And in this situation, it's kind of a shitty consequence for an action. And that's really all I have to say. But yes, Hunter here in the chat says cease and desist in simple terms is a, hey, remove it or we'll move forward with actions. Exactly. So I'm going to catch up here in the chat a little bit, but that's really what I wanted to say about that. But catching up in the chat, Hunter says some more news today in IndyCar. Hold up. Some more news today in IndyCar. DHL is leaving Andretti and joining Ganassi. DHL is red and yellow logo colors. They are sponsoring Alex Palou, the Spaniard. Big marketing and PR move going to the champ. I did see that press release that Indy released that in my email inbox. So that is cool. So shout out. Hunter says nub smoke. There's a lot that I missed from up here. I'm sorry. K Quizzy, Garage Guys Report. We here. Let's look over here. Cole Custer was at the Saints game. Dude, actually, yes, he was, and I'm glad you brought that up. Wanted to show this bad boy off. So not only was Cole Custer there, but afterwards, we went down to Sneaker Politics, which is a store that I love in New Orleans. Went to see some of my friends, and, of course, Alvin was at Sneaker Politics. This is the new NASCAR Alvin Kamara hoodie. It's great. I love this camera. It's fantastic. Turn it around. Let's just stand up. So we're gonna turn around. So here's the back. Here's the back of the hoodie. And as you can see, it has Alvin Kamara's statistics on the back, which is pretty cool. Got some nice stripes on the side. It's a great hoodie, okay? It's a great hoodie, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I wore it. Shout out to Alvin, NASCAR, the people that made this. My boy Tavechi in New Orleans helped design all of Alvin's new gear. Go to NASCAR.com and buy some. I'm not a financial advisor. That had no meaning at all in all of this. I just wanted to say it. So yeah, shout out to Alvin, shout out to Cole Custer, shout out to the new line that is given out by NASCAR. Let's keep reading. Where has my country gone? Kind of sounds like Nick Saban. Yeah, that guy does. This camera, Reed, the camera be trolling. They look, man. I hired like 10 AI robots to work with me, and I'm a troll boy, so they had to be little troll boys too, or girls, or whatever the fuck gender AIs are, whatever gender they are. I don't know. Maybe I can assign a role. You could probably tell G-Boy to be a boy or a girl, and he would listen. Or she would listen. It would listen. Guaranteed. We'll ask it. We're going to ask G-Boy what its pronouns are. For fun. It'll probably troll us. It'll probably troll us. So, yeah, it'd be fun. Let's go on now to some breaking news. Something that I wasn't even planning on discussing on this show that happened when I was on my way here to set up Streamlabs. Cody Ware reinstated by NASCAR after assault charges dismissed. Shout out. He back. He got the assault charges dismissed. Look, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I do know Cody. I haven't talked to Cody in a while. I shot Cody a message like last year, and then it was like a week later that all this happened, and I'm like, oh, shit. I'm going to just kind of like let him figure stuff out. But that's crazy. You don't ever want to believe it. And I never really talked about it because it's like I just didn't know. You just don't know. You feel like you can know a person pretty well, and then some things happen, but you just don't know. So I didn't know, but it looks like the judge has spoken, and the assault charges have been dismissed. So we'll read a little bit about it together. Let's learn about this together right now as a fam. NASCAR is reinstated. The sanctioning body lifted the suspension 4 days after assault charges against Ware and his then-girlfriend were dismissed as they both decided not to cooperate with prosecutors. Ware was arrested a week following their April 3rd altercation on charges of assault by strangulation and assault causing serious injury. His girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, was charged with simple assault in September. The charges for both were dropped Thursday by the Iredell County District Attorney's Office. The dismissal filings in both cases indicate prosecutors couldn't proceed without their testimony. They also indicate that civil litigation, Ware's family and Rick Ware Racing Team had filed 2 civil suits against Ware's former girlfriend, will be dismissed. NASCAR indefinitely suspended Ware on April 10th after he was charged. It announced his reinstatement Tuesday afternoon today. I've maintained my innocence from the very beginning, even as there was a rush to judgment by others, Ware said in a statement. I'm glad this entire matter is behind me because it's been an incredibly difficult 8 months. With all the allegations being dismissed, I'm thankful to have my life back. Warrants for his arrest claim that Ware pushed his girlfriend to the floor, slapped her in the face, wrapped his hands on her neck, threw a phone at her, and threatened to kill her. The warrant stated that she had redness and soreness around her neck and a broken right hand. His girlfriend's arrest warrant alleged she repeatedly hit Ware in the face and head. That is what broke her hand. Rick Ware Racing and Rick Ware individually filed lawsuits in November against Ware's girlfriend, claiming she made false statements to police to harm Ware and the team. That could happen. I will say that much. I don't know how much more I'm going to read of this, but look, I will say this. I've known Cody, and when this all came out, I didn't think there was any possible way it could have been true. I knew Cody longer than I knew the girlfriend. I didn't really know the girlfriend well, but I knew Cody. And it's just one of those things you don't want to believe. But then at the same time, I also do understand that sometimes it's like, even when you know someone really well, it's like, how well do you know them? So I kind of kept my feet in both waters. You just don't know. You just didn't know. So yeah, I'm glad that this all is behind him, because I do think that Cody is a good dude. We had a great garage talk with him about 2 years ago. And, he talks a lot about mental health. He talks a lot about being bullied and a lot about violence, things like that. He had a crazy story as well. So with him having a lot of that stuff happen to him in his life, it was just tough for me to believe it. But also I have learned in 31 years that people can't surprise people sometimes, but not in this case. So glad Cody is all this is squared away for everybody, and just move on. He'll be back, and it's going to be interesting to see how he jumps in with RFK being at the helm of Rick Ware Racing now. So, yeah. It's so great. It's so fun. I love this thing. Back up. Back up, camera. Hey, back up. Whoa. I don't know. I'm just goofing at this point. But no, this has been fun. This has been great. It's been the first time. It started out a little rocky, but we got it all fixed up and worked out here on the Garage Guys Report. It's been fun, and it's been real. I appreciate everybody for watching. Don't forget, $25 gets you access to the official G-Boy channel so that you can use G-Boy powered by ChatGPT-4, a technology that is not accessible to the public at this time. You can ask it questions. It's pre-packed with information that I've personally coded myself. So you will have a lot of fun, and it can cuss. So there's that too. There's no other artificial intelligence like this on the market right now, and I know that because I built it. So there's that, and if you want to access the private, the premium plus, the GG++ version where you can DM G-Boy, which is basically like having ChatGPT-4 in your private DMs. It will remember the conversations. It will get to know you. It'll learn from you, and it can grow in that direction. It's $100. You pay that. That gets you good all the way until Daytona. You'll be able to use that, and you'll be a part of the development team. This is only going to last until next week. I'm giving this 1 week. This is the only time you're going to be able to get it for $25 to Daytona in the private channel. This is the only time you're going to be able to get it for $100 in your private DMs and to become an official Garage Guys AI developer. So you'll get to work with me on this. Okay, you'll get to work on this with me, and we're going to grow. G-Boy is literally G-Boy 1.0. Okay, a lot more to come with artificial intelligence technology, along with the GarageGuysReport.com. I'm really excited about the future. Excited to see where things go. You can Venmo me again. I will type that. It's at Garage Guy Chase. Just Venmo that money over. I will get you connected, either in the channel or for $100, you'll get to be able to DM G-Boy and hold those conversations. Not only can you use it for NASCAR stuff, you want this thing to write a paper for you, it will. Literally anything that artificial intelligence that you've seen it can do, G-Boy can do. Plus, G-Boy has an extensive knowledge base of NASCAR racing. So there's that too. But very exciting, very fun. Thanks so much for watching. Can't wait to hear from the rest of you. Make sure you spread the word. The Garage Guys Report is out. It's live. The AI camera's following us around. We're going crazy in this big. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all on the other side, wherever that may be. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm looking at the Streamlabs thing. It's getting all weird on me. Oh, well. All right. That's a wrap. Adios, amigos. See you next week. Ta-ta. Love. Shout out. Bye.